Hey guys, been a few days since my last video, but here I am with another Pobelter's playthroughs.
30 seconds until minions
And if you caught my stream, this was the last match I played today. And it's Corki versus Taliyah. Pretty popular matchup in the world's meta at least. Well, I don't know how much it was played, but pretty popular matchup in pro play recently. Kind of the way it works is that Taliyah can push Corki in early and then roam pretty easily, but once Corki starts to farm up his items, you know, get like his Triforce, Sork shoes, and then hit level 11, it becomes increasingly harder for Taliyah to deal with Corki's damage because Corki can just Valk in and then chase Taliyah and then dodge her W pretty easily with the Warlord's proc. So this game was actually a little fucked up really because I got ganked, but I guess I'll just go over how I was laning, things like that. Oh, hang on, I need to make the camera center on me. Alright, so, you know, level 1 not too complicated, just got a last hit, get autos where I can. I've missed 2 Qs so far, which kind of sucks because it does cost a lot of mana, but, you know, it's okay, it's only level 1. And then I keep walking up trying to auto Taliyah, but he's not coming, so I'll just happily farm the wave. Kind of the goal as Corki is to not get beat up too bad early game and then just farm out Triforce. So that's usually my approach when I play Corki. And then once you get Triforce and you have like your package, you can start going aggressively. And then one thing I realized is that I usually like kind of switch between just regular casting my skills and smart casting my skills, and then I was just like not hitting any Corki Qs, so I realized it's because I kept trying to regular cast it and then they would just move away in the meantime because Q already takes so long to come out. So as soon as I just started smart casting every Corki Q, I started to hit it a lot more during lane. And so here I was kind of taking a look at the other junglers, and you can see both mid laners are hovering. And then right here I'm just juking back and forth in case the new W comes out at me. Ended up missing a cannon for it. But the trade went on so long, I was able to go in because I knew my Q had come off cooldown and his was still on cooldown. So that was a really good trade, right? Because now he has to chug both his pots, he's low on mana. He needs to push out this wave somehow, but he can't. And then my jungler realizes this, and he comes in for a really nice game. Ruins his flash. And so that makes it so that we can probably get him next time, because I can just follow up really easily with my Valk. And then this is a really good spot to be in because Taliyah like has to stay for this wave, otherwise he'll be really behind. So we're just pushing in together. And then right here, our top laner was being missing, but I went in really aggressively. I didn't realize the top laner was missing, and I figured we could just 2v2, but I just died, right, because Shen was there. But, you know, it's not awful. We got the wave pushed in all the way, and I made sure not to use any spells. And Taliyah has no spells, and I can just TP back and come on this lane. So, you know, it's first blood, which sucks, but it's not something that's going to have a huge impact on the game. Oh, it's so annoying how it keeps switching. Pretty nice trick on Corki is... Oh, well, I didn't do it here, but early on your autos aren't strong enough to get the ranged minions on their own a lot of the time, so you just pop your E and then you face them until they do like 20 damage to the back, and then you can last hit them real easy. So just a little tip if you want to play Corki. And then, so yeah, the first blood wasn't great, right? Because he has lost chapter and I have like longsword and shoes. So with that in mind, I figured I'm not really going to try and play really aggressively in lane. Just going to ward up and farm safely and then try and just ping whenever Taliyah goes missing, because this game he already got first blood. It's likely that he's going to roam a lot. And just always the key thing against Taliyah is make sure you don't take random Q damage too much, and make sure you don't get hit by Ws. So those are the 2 goals I have in mind. And as you can see, I'm just totally giving up the lane prio. I was looking at my side lanes here, and then I realized neither of my side lanes are really susceptible to being ganked. And I've been last hitting really well, even though I died, so I have a pretty decent CS lead right now, which is nice. So even though he has that kill, we're not that far apart in gold. Like, he's up about 180. Again, not going for anything crazy, just really just hitting the creeps. And then I even put a ward here so I could see which side Taliyah was moving to, in case he goes missing. Probably more useful when he hits 6. And then yeah, he has prio, but my bot lane base, my top laner is stuck on turret and can't get dove right here. So this is really nice. Like, it's really bad to be in this situation if both side lanes are really volatile, but my side laners are doing pretty well, which is good, because I don't have TP or package right now to match his roam. So, you know, he could be anywhere, but I don't really care right now. And then, if I'm doing this, the most important thing is to just push into lane if it looks empty, but, you know, he came back to lane here, so I'll just back off a little bit. And then I always have in mind that package timing is 8 minutes, so by that time I want to, you know, I don't feel bad if I take a bad trade or Taliyah can roam, because I know I can just back off and pick up my package. And right here, you know, I start pinging Taliyah's missing, but I was also keeping an eye on the situation top, and it looked pretty stable, so I was just pinging missing a lot here, but finally showed back up in lane. And here bottom is missing. Anyways, I'm playing safe, and we saw that they're on dragon. So, you know, we'll just give it. That's okay, because our jungle is top anyways. No need to try and force anything. And kind of the name of the game is just farming slowly, not taking any crazy trades. And I've just like gotten a 16 CS lead just by farming slowly like this, and focusing on last hitting creeps. Corki is really easy to last hit on. And then you can see that the first blood advantage really is not that much at this point. As soon as I get this wave, it's pretty much even. And of course this is possible all because Taliyah hasn't been able to roam to either side lane and get any kills. So now I can pick up my package right on 8 minutes, and then had a pretty good buy here, just able to get Sheen and Ruby Crystal. So that's pretty nice, getting Sheen on Corki. It's a nice little spike. And then looking at this, I figure Taliyah's kind of low on mana, and maybe she's going for their blue buff. Anyways, I don't really care where she goes because I have package, so I can just match. And then when you have package, you just want to go out kind of aggressively. You don't want to have to burn your package for free, but you know, you have to go out and clear their pinks like this, put down your own wards. And then always keep mid pushed out when you have your package, unless you can actually just ditch somewhere and go for a kill. Like, if the enemy is kind of monkeys, then you can try and use your package for a kill, but for the most part, you know, people will know that you have package and then back off. In Challenger at least. And then, so you just use that time to get control over mid lane and ward up. And so now you can see we have pretty decent control of both sides of mid. You know, this is our vision, this is their side. Right here what I did is I just packaged the wave right as it's about to wear off, so I can push it really easily for free. And then I was keeping an eye on this situation in bot, and because I use my package like that, and because I have vision control here, because I know I cleared out the ping, I know I can run bot here first. So this puts my team in a good position here, that I'm coming down first before Taliyah. And then this was kind of a gamble, like I didn't really know if they have summoner spells or what, but I figured if they just had a long fight, there's a good chance cooldowns would be down. Probably the most important thing on Corki is that you just have to deal damage really well, because this character is really only just damage. Like, he doesn't do anything besides deal damage, so you have to be really good at dealing damage. And I think I just broke the replay. Okay, no, it's fine. So you can't be a pussy when you play Corki. Like, you have to just play really aggressively and trust on your mechanics. So right here, you know, I could be like, holy shit, I don't have W, Taliyah's coming at me, I need to flash out. But, you know, I just knew that she wouldn't be able to kill me. I was confident in dodging the W, even though I flashed it forward, not really scared at all. So that's kind of the mindset you have to have when you play Corki, is just like, you need to deal a fuck ton of damage. And you can if you land all your abilities and just auto attack well. Especially when you start to get more items as well. So at this point, I figured if I just keep ricing really hard, I'm just going to solo carry this game because their mid laner is so behind now after dying like that. I'm going to have a big CS lead, you know, I'm going to get my Triforce fast, I'm going to have a level advantage. So I just TP'd back to lane there, even though it wasn't totally necessary. Put out my ward. And so right here, you know, kind of feeling like I could get ganked, but, you know, I have W and flash, whatever. So I'm okay. And Rek'Sai is near mid. And then still just really focusing on farming. Trying to chunk Taliyah when I can, but not going too aggressively because I don't want to throw my lead. And then this is really good because at this point Taliyah can't really contest the wave, you know? I'm just like, I'm walking up, pushing in the wave, and Taliyah can't roam unless she pushes out the wave first. Or she could, but you know, she'll lose her turret and it's gonna be really bad. And then my Rek'Sai kind of trolled there. He attacked before he burrowed in, but we were still able to get the kill. And then, yeah, I mean, Corki is dealing damage, so Rek'Sai played really well here. And then, so at this point, it just becomes a matter of like, how hard can we snowball this lead? And then, you know, we walked up and started to hit the turret, but then their bot lane appeared, so that's okay. We don't have to pressure harder than that. You know, this is an advantage for our bottom. Our bottom gets to hit the turret for free now, so I can just back off, and I think I had enough for Triforce here. So that was really nice because I have my package coming up again. Actually, I don't have my package coming up again. Oh, I thought it was up here. Shit, I actually don't even know the recharge timer. I think it's like 5 minutes, but whatever. Anyways, I got my Triforce, and that's awesome. Basically on your Triforce, you're fucking strong on Corki. And then, especially when you hit level 11, and then your rockets start to deal so much more. And then that's kind of the point where you feel like, okay, I've outscaled Taliyah. If she hasn't really blown open the game by then, you know, team fights are looking pretty good. So yeah, got my Triforce. Corki's really good at just keeping the lane pushed in. And because we have the lane pushed in, we can just dive him on his turret like this and top lane cryo. Even though they have penalty, we can just pop him. So that was really nice. On the flip side, Corki's not that good if you're just like 1v1 all the time, kind of, because, well, you know, it honestly depends. It's just basically like Corki's not the type of champion to get solo kills and like anything like that, you know? He just kind of pokes and whittles down and then gets vision and then secures, so he's kind of like a slow burning type of champion, and then when you get your items you really start to pop off. But basically you can't really expect to get really kills that much unless you unless your team does that kind of thing for you, where they roam for you, or if you can push in and roam. And then, so this is feeling really good because of how ahead I am, you know, up 20 CS, got my Stork's Triforce, which is, you know, like, probably one of Corki's strongest points in the game, and I have my package right now. So, with my package, again, I'm thinking, can I collapse on either side lane? Probably not top, probably not bottom, because my support's not there yet. Okay, I'll just push in another wave mid. And then I'm thinking what to do with my package, but, you know, we're already getting dragon, so might as well hover down, get vision, and secure the dragon for free. And again, you can see how nice and slow and easygoing this game is. You know, securing the dragons, just getting vision, all these little small things, you know, getting a little bit farm advantage. And as Corki, when you have package, it's really nice to just walk up aggressively like that and just see if anyone's standing mid. Package is about to wear off again, so I get to do that. And there's really nothing the enemy, whoever's standing mid, can do when you use package like that as it's about to wear off, because the creeps are just going to die to the package damage. And then right here they went on me. And again, the most important thing is no fear. So I knew I could dodge the Taliyah W, so I didn't flash. It got a little hairy, but... Oh, I actually didn't even have flash. So it was a little scary. But, you know, it's okay to take some risk if you're confident. And then we ended up killing their mid and jungle off of that. Yeah, basically it's like on my item spike I was just thinking I just want to fight them, so I just went in so deep that they just went on me and then just killed them. Sounds really simple, right? And then I hit 11, so I'm really strong. Thinking about Shen ulti, I knew it was about to come up, so I'm a little cautious here, but I'm so much stronger than Taliyah, I just really don't care. So I get solo turret gold here, which is, how much gold is this? About 350 gold, which is really nice. And then I was thinking, okay, can I greed for this next wave? Because really Taliyah and Kha'Zix could be here together with Shen ulti. But checking this brush, no one was in here, so I just pushed this really fast and got the fuck out of there. And it's really just nice to push in that last wave so the wave doesn't get frozen here or anything. And then I was able to get my BF sword. And then I even sold my refill pot here for a crit cloak, I think. So just going straight into the IE rush. Some people like to go the zeal item second, going like fire cannon or shiv, but I like the big upfront damage from BF sword, and then, you know, if you can get the crit cloak, like a fat crit, or, you know, pickaxe if you can get it, of course. But IE rush just feels a bit nicer than sitting on like zeal and the energized shard or whatever that item is. So this has been the more popular build lately, just going straight into IE. And then right now I put down this ward for me to see if they're going to try and come in on me from the side, and then, you know, checking the side brush too, just being careful because they have Shen ulti, but again, I'm a lot stronger than Taliyah. And then the most important thing when you're splitting is to just secure vision like right here, and then you can pretty much push in top really comfortably, as long as you just back out when they're all coming. Really nice engage by Rakan, just follow up and direct damage. So yeah, I guess if there's one thing that's important about this game is that it's okay to die early as long as you just like be chill. Oh, hang on. Oh, right here. I know this is a pretty good use of TP. Malphite couldn't push this turret fast enough and they were all top, so I just TP'd bot to get the turret. The snowball I lead even harder. But anyways, the point is, like, you know, when I died at, what was it, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, whenever, this happens to everyone, but, you know, you just kind of like die once and you start tilting and then you start feeding and then you just keep dying over and over. Like, you can do that and then like complain about your team or whatever. I do it all the time actually. But also if you just kind of chill back for a second, you know, let the other guy have some control for a while until you scale up, that's okay too. Like, honestly, that's fine. And a lot of the time it's harder to do than it sounds, because it feels really bad to just let the other guy do what he wants. Like, Taliyah was just freely roaming to either side for a couple minutes, and that feels really bad. But the most important thing is to just always play within your limits. And then right there, earlier in the game, you know, I had no control, so my limit was just kind of sitting on my turret and farming. And you know, sometimes that's going to happen, and then the enemy Taliyah is just going to roam everywhere, and then snowball the game. But, you know, sometimes you just can't do anything about that with how the game already went. So the most important thing is to just not get too caught up in the results of one game, and just always play within your limits. Honestly, for this game, I don't think there's too much else to say. Pretty sure we just won it cleanly after getting a Baron and then just pushing slowly. I don't think there is anything too special about this game. I just continued to just farm every wave and every camp in sight. And then they couldn't really do much. You know, just up like 2 levels the whole game. But, you know, I can speed up through the important bits if you guys want to see how I played fights and whatnot. Right here, we pushed them in, but couldn't take the turret, so we went to Dragon. Okay. You know, go and get my blue buff, farm top. Gonna get my package eventually. Farming the wave, got my IE Zeal. Went straight back to top to farm even more. Oh. I'm actually kind of afraid to rewind on the replay. Basically, I just ran into Kha'Zix and just chunked him. And then, like, it's weird because in the beginning of the season, people didn't really think Mountain Drakes were that strong. I went kind of crazy here. Almost died to a shiv proc. Like, earlier in the season, people didn't really think Mountain Drake was that strong, but if you get like 2 of them, you know, even just 1 of them, your Baron speed just becomes so much faster, and it becomes such a viable option to just burn Baron when you chunk out their jungler like that. So that's what we did, and our jungler was ahead in levels as well, so why not? Anyways. Okay, let's watch this fight. Okay, everyone disappeared. Alright, the replay crashed. Well, shit. That's the game, guys. Ahem. Well, I hope, yep,